being person to professional, from being simple to special. Individuals who created opportunities, individuals who believed in choices, exploring their journey, learning their process, honoring their success, celebrating their achievements. A Facebook Live session to revive the best moments of their life.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back again to the business, and this is all about Speak to Me. And Speak to Me is all about presenting the achievers from different arenas, especially the background is modeling and pageantry. And this time we have a young achiever. The achiever is an experienced one with multiple achievements in domestic pageants. He has been participating in a number of pageants. We'll be exploring on that. And she has scored victory on every pageant he has participated right in domestic scene and then represented Nepal at international scene in 2019. The event was named as Asia Pacific Little Princess 2019. She was the achiever, and right there, the lady is smiling. Says Christina Khadka. Christina, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
How are you, Christina?
I am really good and I'm really excited.
So, so what's going on these days? You're enjoying lockdown holidays or you're getting bored?
I am kind of getting bored because this is like the third wave of lockdown. So it's like same things that I used to do before. It's like kind of boring because we're all trapped inside the houses. We can't really go somewhere. So yeah, it's kind of getting boring.
A year back. So, did you find anything new in you within that lockdown period? You learned something, skills like new skills, or you kept on just exploring what you are, or you have done out something else?
Like in lockdown, I found like new passions. I found something new to do. Like before, I wasn't really a person who used to paint or do arts, but in lockdown, I've really started doing painting, arts, and I feel like it's actually really calming and it actually really helps to like get free from the boredom and like doing extra activities inside the home, like exercising or spending more time with your family because everyone's together in these tough times. So I think I found new things to explore in lockdown.
Painting and involving in art, is it new for you, or is it something that you have been doing and you have stopped now? You get more time to get indulged into it.
Before, I wasn't really a type of person that used to do a lot of art. It was like once in a blue moon, but then these days I've thought like every day I go and do painting and I find new things to paint and I get new a lot of times. So yeah, I think it's a new thing to me.
You go for more of portraits or abstracts or something on natural scenes.
Like abstracts, anything, like I like to explore.
So online classes पनि भइरहेछ होला होइन?
Yes, they are going on.
Enjoying online classes, or this is staying at there isolated, and then yes, your teachers are just seeing, you can see them but you cannot feel them. So is it somewhere good or somewhere not good?
I mean, basically, in my opinion, I prefer physical school rather than online classes, but that's not the thing for everyone. Like, I find people liking online classes more than physical, but then I think in physical school, it's like you can actually feel and then you can actually like communicate with people more better than in online classes because in online classes there's internet issues, there's a lot of issues, you can't really communicate with the teachers well. So I think it's middle, in whenever I go physical, it's like I wish I had online classes, but now I really wish that I have physical classes.
When you are attending your classes, do you find every classmate's been present in online, or some of them miss every time?
Excuse me?
Do you find your classmates 100% in your online classes, or they keep on having excuses like they don't have internet problem,
There's
electricity
people,
issues?
there's people who like come regularly in classes, but then there's some of my friends who makes excuses like every day their electricity is not there, their laptop isn't working, or they're out of valley. There's some things.
Have you done any of those excuses so far?
No, I don't actually think I've done it. But then when I was not in Nepal, or when I was not like when there's actually an emergency, of course, I couldn't really join. So yeah.
So when you talk about as a student, are you a studious student or somewhere you keep yourself an average student?
Actually, it's like personally, like if I study, like really focus and study, and I think I'm actually a person who studies a lot. So yeah. But then there's
You,
sometimes that I don't really study. It's like it kind of gets boring, you know. But then I think I study.
you study to score or you study to learn?
Excuse me?
You study hard to score good grades in your subjects or you study hard to learn the subject?
First of all, like if you study something to score good marks, I don't really think you get it and you understand it really well. Because if you actually study to learn, then like even if you don't study a lot, I think there's some concept inside you and you actually know what it is. So I study to learn, not to score good marks, because if I study to learn, I get to know more things, not only the marks that are in the paper sheet.
During these lockdown period and yes, getting online with the studies, what you really miss about your school? Is it your friends? Is it your teachers, extracurricular activities, or overall of them?
I miss everything because, like, as I said, physical school is a whole different thing than online. I miss all of my friends. I haven't seen them in a long period of time, and I don't think I can see them any sooner because of the current situation is getting way worse. And I miss all the activities we used to do at school. In online, it's just the same screen, and I don't think it's a lot of fun. So yeah.
Other than those complaints, people also used to have certain complaints. They kept eating and they put on a little bit of weight. Is it with you or you are okay with your weight?
I am okay with my weight. I don't have a problem with it.
Now, as a contestant for various pageants and you turn out into the winner. So back in 2016, you joined Little Star. You turn up as first runner-up. 2018, Little Prince and Princess. You turn up as the winner as Little Princess. 2019 was big year where you were being crowned in multiple events, right from the journey of National Kids of the Year, then Little Miss Nepal Junior, and back to back in international scene in the same year as Asia Pacific Little Princess. So is it that you always wanted to wear the crown on your head, or is it something that you're passionate to be the part of pageant?
To be honest, the first time I joined was because, I've always dreamt of those runway models, and they look like so successful. And it's actually something I really wanted to do since I was small. And in 2016, I got this opportunity to do it from my school. And I was like, even if I don't get the crown, I will go for it. I was just about 7 years old. And at 7, I don't really think I would think about getting a crown. It was just about my passion.
So back from 2016 to 2019, in those 3 long years, you achieved so many things in the pageant. You learned so many things. So what was the very first thing that you learned in the pageant in back in 2016?
In like 2016, it was the basic, it was beginners, and I mostly learned everything I learned how to make myself confident because I don't think I was that confident before, and I learned how to showcase my talents, and I also learned how to express my feelings to others.
That was the very first time you were in the part of the pageant, and then in 18 you scored a victory from you enhance your position from first runner-up to the winner, and then in 2019 you moved on with two more pageants in domestic scene. So is it that you are not satisfied with collecting the crowns, that you keep on moving with the pageant and then yes collecting crowns, or you want to move on in different zone? So what was there in your head participating in number of pageants?
Like for the first pageant, I wanted to like explore, and then I was really happy. I enjoyed a lot. I met new friends because there was a lot of people. I made more like memories. So it was like a fun experience. So and I wanted that experience to last longer. So I found new pageants to go through, and going to those pageants, and I really think it helped me a lot. It has made me more confident, it has made me good at speaking, writing, and at many things. So it's not about I wasn't satisfied, it's about how I liked the experience and the memories. So yeah, even when I grow up, I would like to like go to more pageants because it's like always the thing I wanted to do.
Exploring on that on the later half of the show. But right now, let's go on to the first segment. This is this or that. I'll be providing you two options. You need to pick up the one that you feel the best. So, what would be your choice if you are provided with the option beach or forest?
Excuse me?
What would be your choice if the options are being given beach or forest?
I would like beach,
Dancing or singing?
dancing,
Facebook or Insta?
Instagram.
So why is less preference for Facebook?
Um, to be honest, I don't really use Facebook a lot. I've always used Instagram. It's just I've not really been familiar with Facebook. That's why.
So have you found any advantages being in the Insta after you joined?
In Instagram, it's like easier to use and more communications with my age groups.
Are you in TikTok as well?
Yes.
Okay. So how long it's been?
I started using TikTok since 2016, 17. It was
5 years
musical,
from
yeah.
now. And so how many number of people do follow you when you keep on your TikTok account like updated with any stuff?
I have like 10 numbers of TikTok accounts. I keep forgetting passwords. I am like such a person that forgets things like so fast. But then I started this account like in 2020, and like I've written the password everywhere, and I think I have about 3,000 followers.
So that's a good number. So back to the segment. What do you prefer? Is it flying or driving?
Driving,
Movie or music?
music,
Oceans or mountains?
oceans,
Would you love to call or text if you need to communicate?
text,
Pastries or cakes?
pastries,
Ice cream or kulfi?
ice cream,
Video games or board games?
board games.
Boots or sandals?
Excuse me?
Boots or sandals?
Sandals,
Dress or skirts?
skirts.
Long hair or short hair?
I mean, it depends. I'm not. I like both.
Do you prefer hair coloring or styling?
Styling.
Makeup or no makeup?
Oh wait, both. It depends where I'm going.
So is it when you started to be the part of pageant, you started putting on makeup, or is it early than that?
So like at my mom was like really fond of clicking pictures of me. She used to like from the day like I got older about 1 year. She used to get me all dressed up and start clicking pictures. But then going through this industry, like I've started putting more makeup, but then I've actually putting on less makeup, like no makeup, because yeah,
So is it that you have started having your own collection of cosmetics, or you share with your mom?
I've started having my own.
What is your choice, addition or subtraction,
Addition.
multiplication or division,
Multiplication.
science or maths,
Science.
history or English,
English.
burger or pizza,
Burger.
Little Prince and Princess or National Kids of the Year?
I can't choose. It's both nice. Both are awesome memories.
We are done with this first segment. And when you now remember, so, oh, which event do you remember the most? That last part of announcement. Now the winner is, which announcement you remember the most?
I think the international one, because to be honest, I actually didn't have a lot of hope in the international because I was just a girl from like a small country, and I don't really know. I don't think that I got like many people knew, and I think it was really memorable because there was a lot of people from a lot of countries, so it was like the most biggest achievement.
So let's go on with that experience. So you represented Nepal along with other contestants from Nepal as well for the agent that was took place in Singapore. So how you sum up the whole journey?
So it was like really nice. I got to know a lot of more friends, a lot of new countries that I didn't know before, and it was like kind of different than the normal ones, the national ones that I went to, because there was more rounds. We had even swimming. So in wise, it's like kind of easier than the international ones, and in national rounds, there's a lot of rounds. Like there's a writing round and there's speaking round. There's best dress, there's walking, but in the international ones, there's like beachwear, walking round, but there's not actually speaking and the writing ones.
They are more judged on the basis of how you present rather than the words that you speak on question answers that we mostly do in domestic pageants. Is it true?
Yeah, because in the domestic ones they like actually see about how you present yourself with words and how you like present yourself in the spoken words, but then in the international it's about how you present yourself, like walking wise or things like that.
So when you talk about domestic scene, so you have faced so many questions in the pageant in the semi-final phase as well as final phase. So do you remember one question in the finals that was been asked? Might be in Little Star, might be in Princess and Princess, or Junior Nepal, or if we call National Kids Award. Which one question do you remember?
I mean, there's a lot. I don't actually know a particular question that was asked because like I kind of am a shy person to watch my own videos after it's filmed. It feels weird to watch it, so I don't really remember.
So would you be watching this video, the recordings,
But yes,
this
I will
particular
watch
interview?
this one because this is virtual. I can actually see, but then I can actually see what I'm saying right now.
Again, back again to the pageants. What was been more challenging when you are competing in the event? Is it the question answers? Is it the introduction, costume round, or the overall competition itself?
So like the costume round isn't really hard because you just wear the costume and present yourself walk-wise. And the introduction one is also not that hard because for every pageants it's the same thing. It's like not different. I really think the question answers round are the most important and the most hardest ones because you get actually like determined like for what you are, and it's like you cannot mess up in those rounds because it's like really important. It's like you have to gotta be prepared for everything you're gonna face.
Uh, so, do you recall any of the interaction that you presented in the event? If you can recall, can you deliver one of the interaction?
So first, I'll tell you the format because I don't really know what I used to like the exact thing. So we had to say a short quote. I actually remember the one that I said in my first one. It's like, be happy if you can dream it. It's like the first thing I said. I remember that because it was the first pageant I went to. You gotta say a small quote, then you gotta say who you are, like what's your name. My name is Christina, from what school you are, how old you are, what's your hobbies, what's your aim, and what you would like to do. And then at the last, I would always add one more quote and then tell them to like enjoy the show, or yes, things like that.
We are sharing some of your pictures, so let's know the moments and let's recall the moments. So, we start with this picture. Can you see the picture?
Yes, I can. This was of
This
Little
was
Princess 2018.
after you all people who have been crowned. This was the last group shot.
Yes, this was the first time I became a winner. So this was like a big moment for me.
This one,
This one is, it's a fashion show.
working as a model.
Yes. This one was Token of Love.
You did.
This one is 2019.
This one,
This
another fashion show.
this one is also 2019. This was the Monsoon Fashion Show. We were wearing designer clothes. This one is National Kids of the Year. This one was the parents round. Me and my mom did it. It was actually the pageant's fashion show. This one is National Kids of the Year. This was the crowning moment. This was the photo shoot that was taken before we went to international competition. This was like the introduction photo. We also made like a video explaining our introduction. This was after we came from the international, and this was like interview session with my group members, teammates, and our journey through how we uh, went.
Can you name all the people other than you and me in the picture?
Um, it's Suki Pradhan. She's actually a really good friend of mine. She's like my sister. Then there's Yangshu Shashta. She's also my friend. We're really close friends. And there's wait, that is, I kind of forgot her name. I actually don't remember her name. And wait,
Manuel.
I knew her name, but I kind of forgot.
Is it Mrinal and Stella?
Yes, it's Minal and Stella.
And the two men back other than me?
That's Tirat sir and Avimanyu sir. He helped me through all my pageants. And there's also you. This is Miss Nepal Junior. This was the crowning moment. My mom was called to in the stage to help me crown. This was the first pageant. I look so small. It was 2016. It was the first pageant, and I was about 7 years old. This was in Prince and Princess. We had a small photo shoot session after the crowning moment. This was National Kids of the Year. This was after this was like token of love um like place. I got token of love from people. This was after the international round.
Now, after all these achievements and learnings, so if you need to suggest the people of your age, no matter male or female, why should we need to be the part of pageant? What would be the advantage?
There's a lot of numerous counts of advantages in my opinion because like you get a vast different ideas about how people are. It gets to like make you interact with more people. It helps you how to present yourself because like before I actually didn't know what to do, what to wear, what to say in front of people, but then going to this pageant, it has helped me how to speak myself, how to present myself, how to be more confident, how to walk in stage, how to speak in front of others. And it has also helped me. It has some factors in school also because going through this pageant we had to learn a lot of question and answers and we had to say it to the judges. It has helped me make more questions in school. Like while we were studying I can develop more questions and answer them properly. So it has also factors in schoolwork, and it has also factors in how I do in like daily life things. And I think going through pageant can motivate yourself a lot because it's not only about winning, it's about it can also help you know that failure is like can't be a motive to learn something new.
So there is someone watching us. This is by Neriska Sthapit. Hello everyone, how are you all? So this is another lady who has been participating in a number of pageants and scoring victory as well as you are doing. So this is Neriska Sthapit. Thank you so much, Neriska, back again after a long time. And now you can see a similar age group, another contestant who has been winner as you have been. And yes, keep on watching and keep us remembering, Neriska. And then, yes, as you said, lots of changes, lots of improvements, and in personality and confidence, people, the participants, they do acknowledge, they do experience. But what about the studies? Do studies get hampered negatively or more enhancement in studies as well?
I think like personally you have to have a proper time management for if you want to go and do something like pageants because it can be kind of hard if you don't take out time. But I think if you have a proper time schedule, you can do it because before I used to come home like about 6 o'clock from those pageants. Right after school, I used to go, and after that, I used to have time to study. If you take like a lot of information, if you focus on class, I don't think it'll be hard for you to catch up with studies.
So have you ever found any changes in the behaviors of your classmates, the neighbors, or the relatives after you win the competitions? Were the behaviors same, or you have been treated very specially after you won the competitions?
So like these days, all like my friends and relatives, cousins talk about is like you went to pageants, you scored a lot of things. Tell me how did you do it? And then they ask me a lot of questions. But then before, they're like we should just be normal conversations. And then my friends actually go through Google and go to YouTube and search my name up and go through all my interviews, and they like send it to me saying, "Look who I found," and like it's kind of different than before.
You find that a little bit of celebrity kind of feelings has been there among your friends?
Yeah, because like even at school, when we're at school, they go to the computer lab and search my name up and put it to like the maximum volume, right? And then we can all hear me speaking.
That's the other good part of being in the competition, achieving something. So we move on to another segment, and this is where you need to answer the question most probably in one word or in one line. So if you need to put out another word or one line for this word, education, what would be a word or a line? How you define it?
We can define education as the motive of our future, like future.
School,
Excuse me?
school. If you need to put a word or a line for a school.
Learning,
Holidays,
enjoyment,
examination.
fearful.
Why is it?
Because in examinations, it's like it's based on how you like write. It's like written, and then you write it, and you're not actually the one who judges it. So it's like it's scared because what will the marks come? That's why.
So is it been the occasions that you get surprised with the scores you achieve? You were expecting something and it came on less than that you expected or more than what you expected?
No, normally like my studies also it's like really nice. So it's like same pattern for everything.
How you go for the word communication?
Or talkative,
How you go for this particular word? Mother,
love, and affection.
father, father,
He helped me through my childhood and everything. So also love and affection and teaches me
family,
the world's best thing.
friends,
Um, Friends. What can we define friends? Um, Fun memories.
competition,
Fearful, scared, excited.
traveling,
Traveling is memories.
going to school.
Going to school is kind of boring.
Earlier session you said that online is more boring. Now you are saying going to school is boring.
No, because it's like when I wanted to went to school, I used to hope that we had online school. But when I have online school, we I hope that we have physical school. It's like you wish for something you don't have.
That is almost for everyone. So staying at home,
That's very boring.
more boring than going to school.
Yeah, that's like the most boring thing.
So how you define event Better Galaxy?
Even Better Galaxy is the base of what I have become right now because they are the ones who have helped me achieve everything. They are the ones who have helped me through everything because they are also the one who has showed me a lot of platforms, has showed me way more things to do, how to showcase my talent. I also went to international platform through Better Galaxy, and all the teachers, friends I have met in Better Galaxy are like the most precious times of my life till date.
So how you define this man, Abhimanyu Sharma?
Like my inspiration,
Just Tandukar,
the base of the best teachers.
coming up, ROJIN SHAKYA.
He is like the best mentor because he has been in like most of all my pageants. So
How you define Christina?
Christina, I define Christina as myself.
Okay. So if you need to put on different words for your initials, then what would be the words for that? Christina. How you move on with each single alphabet?
Excuse me?
One word for it. So if you need to keep one word for each of your alphabets in your initial name, then what would be the words? What stands for she?
Cheerful.
H,
Happiness.
R,
R is I can't really think of anything, so red.
I,
I is interaction.
S,
S is the scared me when there's exams or some very scary moments.
T,
T is tempered. I kind of get high tempered sometimes.
I,
I is innovative.
N.
N is nourished.
Last one, A.
A is for affection.
So you told that you are a little bit short-tempered. So what do you do when you are in short temper, in bad mood? So you throw the things out, you just talk on something that should not be talked on. Keep on
Uh,
silent.
to be honest, I just listen to music and stay in my bed. That's the only thing I do.
That is not harming anyone, and it is good for you to listen to music because that relaxes you, and then you can change your mood on it. So that is good way to manage your anger. So that is good. I guess that is very good. So Christina, what are your future plans now onwards?
So my future plans, it's basically the same thing. So I would really love to be a businesswoman when I grow up, because I get a lot of inspiration from my dad and how he goes and how he handle himself. And I would also like to be a social worker, because there's a lot of needy peoples in the world who need affection and love. So I really want to be a social worker. And I also like to be a model, like runway model or fashion model.
Will still can we be witnessing Christina performing in any other pageant?
Yes, because not right now. I will finish some years in studies, and then after I get my final height and age, then yes.
Is you planning for Miss Nepal, something like that?
Mm, excuse me, hello?
Okay. Are you listening? Hello. I guess Christina को थोरै net connection or problem भएको हो जस्तो मलाई लाग्यो, but still we'll be catching up her again, and then we'll be talking more about the lady. And we have already done with around 39 minutes. We're talking with this achiever, right from Little Star to Asia Pacific Little Princess 2019. So we can move on with one more time that we call off the things that she have done so far, and that would be sharing some more of the pictures as we get her back again. So let's see more pictures one more time. So these are the things that she has achieved during her pageant journey. So यतिखेर क्रिस्टिना खड्काको जर्नी related to the agents domestic र इन्टरनेसनल पेजमा मैले अचिभ गर्नुभएको मोमेन्ट्सहरू पिक्चर्सहरू हामी सेयर गरिरहेका छौँ। Okay, we are back and some technical issues. So, Christina, doing good there?
Yes, my Wi-Fi kind of cut off right now.
Okay, no issues. So, we are on the process, and now let's move on to the other part of the show. This is all about if questions. So, if you could have any one of these supernatural power, what you wish to have? Reading minds, flying, or being invisible?
Um, being invisible.
So, why would be that?
Because to be honest, in flying, I don't really think it's that essential because we have daily vehicles to do. So, and I think reading minds, it's not really ramro because it's not really nice because you might get some information that you don't really wanted to know. So, in being invisible, you can go to places, enjoy. So, yeah.
So, if you could only wear one set of clothes for next 2 months, what would be your choice?
Jeans and t-shirts.
Yes. Any color specific for the t-shirt?
White.
Okay. So, if you were to be a flower, which flower would you love to be?
Daisy.
If you were to be a fruit, which fruit would you love to be?
Blueberry.
What if you would have a tail?
Excuse me?
What if you had a tail? What you are going to do with the tail?
With a tail, I don't think I could do anything. It's just, I just look weird, abnormal than other people.
What if you could talk to animals? Then which animal would you talk to and what would you say?
I would go around and talk to all my family pets and think what they think of me. I would ask them, "How do you think of me?" Then I would go to like ask other animals and talk to them.
What if you were a tree? What tree would you love to be, and what would you say to the people passing by you?
I would love to be a pine cone tree because pine cones are really cool. It's like cones, and I would go around and like threaten people to stop cutting trees.
What if you could change something about your mother?
Nothing, nothing. I wouldn't change anything.
Is it same with your father? You don't want to change
Yes, same
anything?
with my father. Nothing.
And what about yourself? If you could change anything about yourself?
Maybe get more confident and get more focus on what I'm doing.
That's done with this part of the question sets as well. And now coming to the professional life that you want to be a businesswoman. So is it that you are going to join your dad's business, expand it more, or you have something other plan?
For now, it's just studies, but then I would actually start with what my dad's doing and get ideas about how to start my own business, how to build it up. So I'll get my new ideas and I also work with my dad and also open new businesses on the line so I can get my own business started.
The other hand, you also wanted to do something in social work. So what really fascinated you to decide that yes, I want to do something on social work?
So like since I was young, I used to have aunties and mothers. Like my own auntie and my mother, she's a social worker. So she used to go to foundation. She used to take me with her, and I used to also go and help others out. So like from a small age, I used to start doing that. So I would like to continue it. Once I have started doing business. So yeah.
That you want to do something in modeling as well. So what is that in your head? You want to be a model.
So since I was small, I've already started doing pageants. So it's kind of a small entry to the modeling agent pageant thing. So I really have inspiration from Bella Hadid and Kendall Jenner. They're like the goddess of models. So I really want to be runway model, and I would have to have height for that. But let's just hope my height grows.
Even though if you were not working with that part, so let's say if you are not being able to do runways, so you have that face, you have that voice and potential that could be for commercials, that could be for music videos, that would be for photo shoots. So you have
Yeah,
plenty of opportunities.
like photo shoots. I really want to go and do Vogue photo shoots. It's like kind of like a dream to me, and or go Paris Fashion Week runway. That's like literally the biggest thing.
Wish all the best for that, and hopefully you accomplish those dreams and some other end of the part of journey. You'll be having
Thank
another
you.
interview with the lady Christina Khadka, so that would be someday in future. So you're enjoying your early teen, that is preteen. So is there anything that
Yes.
bothers you at this particular age?
Um, I don't really think so. I'm just normal going with the flow. I just think that I'm like starting to go to higher grades, more responsibilities coming through, and it's like not easier than before. There's a lot more responsibilities once you get older.
And on the other hand, what are the opportunities that you are enjoying as a preteen?
It's actually like enjoying all the excitement activities, all the fun moments that you can only face to once you're teens, kids.
We are almost to the end of the show. And before we say thank you to Christina, so Christina, would you love to say something to the people of your age group so that they can pursue anything they want in their life, no matter in pageantry, modeling, or any other stuff they wish to be a part. Since you are experienced on that, since you achieve on that, the process of being the winner, no matter in the field of pageantry or no matter field of any other aspect, the process is almost same. So since you have understood that process and gone through that process, what would be your message to the group of
So I
you?
would like to say that at this age, it's like you don't actually have to do what you feel like. And wait, what?
Yes, yes, continue.
Wait, the Wi-Fi just cut off, I guess.
क्षणमा छौँ र अन्तिम क्षणमा फेरि पनि अलिकति टेक्निकल हिसाबले क्रिस्टिनासँग सम्पर्क छुट्न पुगेको छ बट वी आर वेटिङ टु listen the final quote of the lady and then we'll be saying goodbye to her and closing this part of the show. थोरै हामीलाई कुर्नु होला, we'll be waiting for Christina, but for the last words. Okay, Christina. So we are waiting for the last moment, and yes, to carry on. So, what would be your message?
So like at this age, it's not like you have to do something that you wanted. It's just like you have to go through experiences, explore more things because this time will not come again. So the more things you learn, the more skills you learn, it's all about coming and using in the future. And I think going to these pageants, going to like something you passionate about, it's a good thing because you get an idea of what you want to be when you grow up and how to present yourself. So these platforms are like really nice because you get to know yourself more because if you go to somewhere to explore what you want and if it's not your thing you can go explore more. So I think these will really help out to know yourself better.
That note, we will be ending off the nice talk with Christina Khadka, that is the winner of Asia Pacific Little Princess 2019 held at Singapore. So earn it, explore it, and then experience it so that you would be able to experiment with anything that you want in your life. That was the final note by Christina Khadka. Christina, thank you so much for being part of the Speak to Me and wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you so much.
That's it. We are done with Christina. Thank you. Bye-bye. And र कार्यक्रमको हामी अन्तमा आइपुगेका छौँ र यहाँहरू सबैजनाले अहिलेसम्म हामीलाई साथ दिइरहनु भएको छ, साथ दिइरहनु र भोलिका दिनमा पनि र यहाँहरूको साथ शुभेच्छा हामी पाइरहन्छौँ भन्ने आशाका साथमा यो कार्यक्रमलाई अन्त गर्न चाहन्छु. Keep on smiling. Health is the wealth. So तपाईँको आफ्नो स्वास्थ्यको सुरक्षा गर्नुहोला, वरपरको वातावरणमा अरूलाई पनि सुरक्षित राख्ने प्रयास गर्नुहोला. Stay fit, stay healthy, मस्त रहनुहोस्, व्यस्त रहनुहोस् र हामीलाई माया गर्दै गर्नुहोला. Till next time, it's me ROJIN signing out. Thank you. Bye.